Hey, welcome to Wolf Watch. Got the sun setting behind me here. Don't know if you can see it. Doesn't seem like the camera's picking it up, but man, it is a beautiful sunset. Got a question for you. As a leader, are you supporting or directing? There's been a huge shift in best understanding of best practices, what the people that are working with us, working for us, want and really desire, what gives them the best performance. And a lot of that has been from directing to supporting, asking questions versus directing steps, taking a what do you need, how can I help you perspective, as opposed to here's the tasks I need you to do perspective. So which are you doing? Are you supporting or are you directing? Now, what's appropriate in different scenarios from a leadership approach is a different conversation for another time. There's six commonly discussed leadership styles, if you will. That's a different issue. This is just a general day to day getting work done, taking on a new project type of an environment. How do you approach that? Do you direct people or do you support them? Look for ways to help them. Do you focus on what needs to be accomplished or how to accomplish it? Because the focus on how is very, very limiting. You will forever reduce your options to what you are able to do, what you are capable to learn, what you are capable to master if you have a directing perspective as your primary mode of operation, as your primary approach to leadership. Supporting, and that can be very scary. It's asking questions. It's less determinative. And it relies on other people being able to come up with the how. What's the best way to do it? Which may be very, very different from how you would approach it. In fact, I would hazard a guess, pretty much guarantees it will be different than how you would approach it, which is the whole point. There are so many things that we would miss, that you would miss, if you relied only on your understanding of how to get something done, what options you perceived as being viable for getting something done, how to go about it. That ties into what is possible too, right? In terms of the what gets done. Right now, I'm reading a book co-authored. I forget the co-author's name. One of the authors is Dan Sullivan, who's a strategic coach. Is his brand huge in the coaching industry? And the title of their book is 10x is easier than 2x. I highly recommend reading that book. This ties into what is possible. If you look at 10 times what you think you can do, how do you achieve that? 100 times what you think is possible. If you think that you could do $500,000 more in sales next year, what would it take to do 5 million? Think about that, because you have to go way beyond your specific technical ability. It also forces you to develop some new skills, which are crucial to leadership. Just enjoying the sunset here for a second. And that is, how do you draw out the best in people around you? How do you find the best at something so you can bring them onto their team and have them do it? How do you lead in that environment? That's different skills than being focused on the technical aspects that you likely did early in your career. I know I did. I did product design, a statistician for one of Kodak's business units. Many, many different skills. Industrial engineering, which is a little bit related. There's statistics involved with that. Did programming, did some minor coding. Wasn't very good at that. Trying my hand at that again, that's a whole nother story. But it's, what are you doing? What are you mastering? Right? Leadership is about mastering deep interpersonal, about mastering communication, mastering influence. Those are just three of the pieces. I'll leave you with that because it's a beautiful sunset here. There, with your day, you can see the sun's high, or it's not the sun, but the moon's 3/4 full and bright already in the fading blue of the sky. Thanks for being part of Wolf's Watch. Consider that. Are you supporting or directing? And where can you do better in supporting? Again, I'm Wolf. This is Wolf Watch. Thanks for being part of the conversation. I will see you on the trail. What a beautiful night. Hope you can see that. Check it out.